he's at his strong suit.
Yeah.
In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw some sort of cheese from him this game. Maybe a two-base all-in.
We all might pay for.
That's one thing I also did notice about the previous game is that the Zerg player did have a blind spot for the first I'd say 10 to 11 minutes of the game where he didn't have any overlords on the left side. So I feel like his main was a little bit exposed.
Well, I feel like when you see that Reaper there, that kind of tells you what your opponent's doing. That it's a two-player map where there's not multiple positions to go to. You know, you see that Reaper coming at the timing it does, and you say, okay, this has to be Reaper expand. If it was a faster Reaper, that would tell you something. If there was no Reaper, it would tell you something. But when you see that Reaper, you go, well, okay, I'm fairly safe.
Well, it looks like it's going to be a mirror matchup this time.
All right, so in the
Jesus,
bottom,
PvP, prepare for the Disruptor Chenis.
in the bottom here, we have our red Protoss, pheo, playing for ConFed. And in the top, we have our green Protoss, Frosty.
Man, his name makes me crave Wendy's.
So this matchup's changed a little bit. It's not as still going to show up the heavy as it used to be, but I used to always call it ping pong because you just throwing fucking disruptor balls at each other and dodging them and just throwing disruptor balls back, and that's literally how the entire game would be played.
You know, they used to say in PvP that whoever expanded first lost. Now, do you feel like that's still the state of play now? I mean, both players are expanding at about the same time.
Yeah, they're both expanding, and I think because the green player took his expansion first, he was going to be ahead. It's going to be really difficult to punish because his tech is late because he chose to expand as well.
And we do see the difference. Is there going to be a second gas from pheo? Yes. So we have substantially later gas from pheo.
I wish pheo would have scouted, honestly.
And a little bit later of an expansion, too. So do we think he's going to have a small window here, resultingly?
But
That's difficult because he only has one gate.
Oh, is this little probe over here going to make him a proxy of some sort? Or is he just hanging out, checking out if there's a third?
I think it was just a misclick that he was going to try and scout.
Like I said, you can never be too sure with pheo. I remember one game I played with him.
I shouldn't get in now.
Oh yeah, I said some.
Oh, we're gonna see
shenanigans.
Stargate play. We're gonna see some Stargate play.
You think so?
Well, yeah, because he's fully walling off, so, I mean, that's going to propose a difficulty, but also he has double gas, so he's going to be aggressive at some point. He's trying to build up an economy very quickly.
That's a Stargate.
Yeah, so we're going to see some double Stargate play.
We already see a Stalker out here on this side of the map, though, and he's producing a second one, too, so he's going to have at least some sort of anti-air. Mothership
yeah,
core
I think
coming
pheo
out.
needs to hit the panic switch and start getting blink stalkers, or try to get Stargates of his own.
Double, yeah. This
Double Stargate, huh? Ooh.
Phoenixes are really good in PvP. You can take out the Mothership core in bigger numbers, they can take out any stalkers, and then if you don't have cannons, you don't have any anti-air at all from that point on, and then the Phoenixes just kill everything. It's really hard to deal with.
This is going to be very dangerous for pheo. I feel like his lack of scouting the Nexus first is going to lose him this game.
And the ninja expand down the bottom right for Frosty.
Okay, by chance, are you Australian?
I was just about to ask, what's with the accent, bro?
Hey,
That is impeccable.
I'm Australian.
You know, but it's like
yeah,
it's a sudden accent though. Like it's not like super like.
No,
obvious.
it's not thick.
Do you ever notice that there's a lot of Australians that play StarCraft? I mean, it sort of makes sense when you consider that, like, you know, the race of the Terrans are these space convicts sent out into space. I guess they're kind of like space Australians.
Australian Terran players. Have you ever met an Australian Terran player? I haven't. They're all Protoss though. None of them play. Maybe you're right. Maybe we're just so hateful of our heritage of being convicts that we play Protoss and Terran to try and kill the Marines.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I was from Georgia, which was also a British penal colony. So
yeah, it's cool. It's cool.
If they didn't feel the need to throw you all the way across the world, they sent you to Georgia.
See, I love Frosty's build. I love Frosty's build, assuming that he doesn't get punished for Nexus first.
Lay Sky Toss though.
Oh, wow.
And I understand he's Sky Toss, but that's the thing. Like, that is just...
You know, that was only 4 workers killed, though, for the investment. I mean...
I don't know why he's making Void Rays now. I'd like to see continuous Phoenix production. With enough Phoenixes, he can take on Stalkers without problem. Just lift all of them up, kill them on ship core. And Mass Phoenix is like so good in PvP. Like I don't like these Void Rays at all.
Yeah, I feel like maybe he doesn't have to do a ton of damage with the Phoenix if he can pin his opponent up in his base and convince him to be scared while his Ninja expansion yields some benefits. It's okay.
See, I think Void Rays are an excellent option if you're going for an early game, like all in with a supporting ground army. But you already started Phoenixes, you might as well commit to it.
Well, and that's what I'm saying, is he's not really harassing, and he's not really, you know, trying to play an all-in game. He's trying to play a macro game and being sneaky about it. The question is he going to die to this push? And I think he just might.
No, I actually disagree. I mean, 4 Void Rays is enough. If he can...
Are we going to see a proxy pylon? Yes, we will.
He's got a cannon, he has photon overcharge. It's going to be tough. He might be able to hold it.
Snipe the 2 pylons with that cannon won't be
Oh, he needs those 3 stalkers over on the other side of the map.
If he just snaps the cyber core though, that'll be big.
I mean, the thing is, he doesn't know about his opponent's third base. If he misreads this and thinks that his opponent's on 2 base and tries to set up a contain, he's going to lose in the long term.
I don't understand why he's focusing down the Immortal, though. I mean, the Stalkers are the anti-air here. If he takes out the Stalkers, who cares a shit about the Immortal?
Yeah, it doesn't matter about the Immortal. If you let it this +1 finish, though, that's going to be big. Oh, it's going to be close. He's focusing the Gateway down instead.
And +1's going to finish.
This is going to be helpful.
Yeah, it's still a lot of damage. He should hold this. I mean, Prismatic Alliance coming into the round. The Phoenixes are out of energy, though. They can't do anything. And those Immortals are going to support. He should do a counterattack. Oh, wait, nope. There is a Proxy Pylon still on the side of the map.
Oh, move commanding.
This is awesome. And then he's going to reinforce with more Void Rays. I'm assuming he's going to march across the map now. I mean, he's got momentum.
You know, I feel the need to call you out a little bit on being a clan trader here, Toss No Skill. You're not supposed to be saying this is awesome.
No, my point is to be neutral, and I'm being neutral here. I mean, this is great for
this is great
to
watch.
This is great for our opponent.
It's good eye
I'd love to see ConFed win. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, I gotta admit that was a pretty nice hold.
This Kagan did.
Yeah, I think Frosty definitely has this in the bag. That Ninja expansion has been sitting down there for entirely too long. It's paid for itself.
Yeah, if pheo knew that his opponent was on 4 bases, he would have GG'd by now. I mean, he doesn't even have any upgrades for his ground army. I mean, he's working on +1 attack now. He's trying to get more.
He's trying to get
some money supply. It just doesn't matter. His opponent's he's got an army that's going to hard counter any sort of ground army he makes.
I like the Immortals in with this build. They're so good at taking out Stalkers, and Stalkers are like the only thing that he can make right now to kill these Void Rays, so... Getting shields is just going to help his Immortals and his air, so...
Yeah, you know, I found that the High Templar are really good against the Storm.
Well, assuming they're pumped up yet.
Well, considering the level of players I usually play, they usually are.
Fair enough. Well, there's no reason for you to mix them up, to split them apart, unless you're dealing with, unless you see the storms, then you just split them up then. Dude, the economy for green is just looking so damn good right now.
And he's gonna throw down a bunch of gates behind this, and he can just pretty much do whatever he wants from here.
Yeah, I mean, he's
It's like
got
he's
enough
switching out
deliveries
into
alone.
ground.
I was expecting him to throw in a fleet beacon with the 3 stargates he has.
Fuck it, why not?
Yeah.
Add some Tempest.
Yeah, Tempests are really good.
I mean, he's got the economy for it.
He has so much gas right now.
This army's so scary.
Yeah.
+1 shields, +1 air attack. It's pretty fucking good. Not to mention the Phoenixes.
50 supply ahead in a mirror matchup is cringe.
Oh, Pheo.
He's gonna.
It's a good blank.
He's gonna snipe. He's gonna snipe some of these Phoenixes, but it doesn't really matter. He doesn't see the army that's following this up.
Yeah, the Phoenixes aren't really the bread and butter to
But
this
I
army,
think
so
he
even if they
suspects
go
it.
down.
Well, we just have a single observer out from pheo on the map, and that's. I would like to see more than
I mean,
one.
he's gonna scout the third, but there's a ninja that he has no idea about. Oh, yep. He's just gonna clean this army up. There's no contention here.
Void Rays do so much damage to everything.
Walk this over.
And
Well, I
late
spy.
GG.
Yep, I spy. Frosty was at the collector's edition because he had the purifier skin for the death.
Alright, GG! Another one for
Purified depth,
VrtX.
cool.
Frosty
Yeah.
kicking some ass.